Hey guys, how you all doing, and welcome to my latest healthy, tasty meals video. Now today I'm going to show you how to make your own pre-workout in the form of a protein bar. Now although this can be used at any stage when you need a low-carb meal, I'm going to show this to you as a pre-workout because I've been getting a lot of questions about pre-workout supplements. Should we use them? Shouldn't we use them? Are they even dangerous for you? So let's quickly chat about that just for a short while before I actually show you today's chocolate protein bar that's perfect as a pre-workout meal. Now I'm not going to waste too much time on this, but let's make something very clear from the start. You should get all the energy that you need to do any of your workouts from your actual diet or your meal plan, more specifically from your pre-workout meal. If you don't get the energy from your diet, you need to swap diets, tell your trainer to create you something new, because if they tell you, listen, if you don't have energy for your workout, you need to buy my little pre-workout, they're trying to scam you and trying to make more money from you because they aren't intelligent or capable enough to create you a diet that provides you with the energy to do your workouts, but also help you lose fat quickly. So in short, as you can see, I don't recommend pre-workout. However, you do get sometimes pre-workout stacks that's full of protein, BCAAs, some glutamine, sometimes some creatine and stuff like that. That is better to use than just something that's full of stimulants that give you a bit of a kick to go and do your workout. Because the problem is this, if you do your workout full of stimulants, you don't actually know what your body is telling you because you're feeling all ready to go. But it's actually a little bit like a car that has nitro in it. The problem is that nitro needs to mix with fuel to actually work, and eventually if the fuel runs out, that car is going to come to a stop, and the same thing is going to happen to your body. If you don't actually have the nutrients and the energy that should be coming from your real meals and foods and your diet, eventually that stimulant is going to run out and you're going to be knackered and you're going to come to a stop, and that is not a good place you want to be in. So rather make sure you focus on a diet that gets you the right kind of nutrients to actually help you perform all your workouts. And more importantly, make sure your pre-workout meal, like the one I'm going to show you right now, has the right kind of things that gives you all the energy to do your workout. And I promise you, if you eat the meal I'm going to show you today, which is not just damn tasty but quick and easy to make, you're going to have all the energy that you need to push as hard as you possibly need to for any workout that you need to do. So having said all that, now you know where I stand as far as pre-workouts, and let's get going then by looking at the ingredients for today's chocolate protein bar that's perfect for a pre-workout meal. We're going to start off with a very small amount of oats, literally a tablespoon, and the reason I put this in, you can actually leave it out if you want. I put it in there because it allows me to, when I heat it up and cook it, it allows me to melt everything else into it, so I don't have to go and melt everything separately. Then I have a quarter cup of mixed nuts. Nice and simple. I've got some hazelnuts in here, I've got Brazil nuts, I've got some pecan nuts. Basically just a nice mix of nuts is going to work really well here. Then I have some 90% dark chocolate. Then I have one portion of chocolate protein shake. And then we get to the star of the show, which is coconut oil. And although a saturated fat, it has medium chain triglycerides instead of long chain like other saturated fats. And that means it can be used by the body much faster. And a lot of people say that the body actually responds to this in the same way it will respond to taking carbohydrates. It's that powerful and provides you with that much energy. The great thing about coconut oil though, it doesn't affect your insulin or your sugar level. And that is exactly what we want. Something that provides you with a lot of energy to do your workouts, but keeps your insulin and your sugar level nice and stable because that's important for fat loss. So let's get going then by putting all of this together. We're going to start with the oats and we're going to cook that. I'm going to cook it in a microwave. You can do it in a stove if you want to be extra healthy, but let's get going then. I'm going to get a big bowl and we're going to take it from there. So we're going to grab a nice bowl here, and then I'm going to put the oats in there, and I just cook mine with water, no milk or anything like that, and you just want to cover it. Then we're going to put that in a microwave for 1.5 minutes just to cook. Now you want to be really quick right now because it's nice and hot, and that's the main reason for doing this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your block of chocolate straight into that nice hot oats. And really just squeeze it in there, make sure it melts really nicely. And then the very second thing you want to do is you want to stick your coconut oil in there as well. And you want all of this together to melt. And you can just break it up slightly, especially as it's winter where I am right now. So the coconut oil is actually pretty hard. And then just mix it in, and you can just wait for that to melt. It will literally take a couple of minutes, if that long. As you can see, start melting already. Okay, so as you can see, everything nice and melted right now. Then I normally put in my nuts. I'll put in the protein, and then just mix it in again. Okay. And that, as it is, it's pretty much done then. You can, and this is what I do 90% of the time, I will just start eating this now as it is. But as we are making a nice little chocolate bar today, I'm going to show you how to just put this into a mold, and then you'll put it in the freezer for literally like 20 to 30 minutes. It will be rock solid, and you can start eating it then. Now I actually have one of these little chocolatier molds that makes little chocolates, but if you don't have it, you can also just use something like this. Just a normal Tupperware, stick it in there, cut it in the middle. When you're done, you've got 2 blocks of chocolate. I like this little thing because I've got little blocks of chocolates that I can eat throughout the day when I'm hungry, and it also helps with my sweet tooth. So all you're going to do then is you put make sure you mix it properly, because the coconut oil right now is going to run all over the place and it's all watery. If you don't mix it properly, all the coconut oil might go into one block, and then the rest is not going to set properly. So make sure you mix it nice and properly, and then bang, you put it in here. Okay, as simple as that. Squeeze it into all the folds. And then I'm just going to put this into the freezer when I'm done here. And then I'm going to wait 20 minutes or so, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like when we are all nice and done. So it's been about 25 to 30 minutes now, so it should be nice and hard. And I just want to confirm that you don't have to do this. You can just eat it when it's nice and warm, straight out of the bowl. But I like doing this, especially if I'm going to keep it for a day or two and want to have something I can quickly snack on, whether it's to cut my cravings of my sweet tooth, or if I actually need a pre-workout meal, or just any kind of meal. Now the nice thing about these little rubber things, it just pushes out. So I'm going to push these out, and then I'm going to just push out 4 of them. I also just want to show you how to make it look nice. If, for example, someone comes around and instead of real bad, unhealthy chocolate, you can serve them this. So one last one, and that's it, guys. All done. I'd like to normally put a little bit of cinnamon over here, and then it looks really, really good and just adds a little bit of extra taste to it. And also, that cinnamon is just going to help stabilize your insulin level even more, especially with a little bit of carbs that's in here. Nice and simple, guys. Be careful. This is super tasty. This is better than most chocolates out there. So make just enough for whatever meal you need for that specific moment or day. Don't make more, because you won't stop eating until these things are done. They are really good. But there you go. A really good, powerful pre-workout meal that you can have. It's got lots of good fat. You've got your protein in there. You've got your BCAAs in there. You've got a little bit of carbs, and then you also got some nuts there that bring some more fat and some more energy. Eat this, and I promise you, you'll have all the energy you need to push as hard as you need in any kind of workout. And the great thing is, eat this, have a great overall diet, and you don't have to waste any money on pre-workouts anymore. Until next time, guys, enjoy this one. If you've made it, tell me how it goes. And as always, if you like this video, click on the like button. I have a workout coming, so I can go and eat my protein bar. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.